Show. Here we are. It's a beautiful November day in Toronto. Got that mic stuck. I was at the coffee shop today. Sometimes you ever hear young people talk like old people? And then you go, I guess everyone just eventually learns to be an old person. I saw there was two young people at the coffee shop, and one of them says to them, she goes, has your nephew come into this world yet? It's weird. And then the other young person, she goes, yep, 8 pounds, 9 ounces. Go, are we still saying this kind of stuff? I guess everyone, I talk a lot about the generations. I guess they're all just kind of the same, really. Then I was in the coffee shop and they started playing the Dido song. Thank you. And I thought to myself, I got to listen to this song all the time. Came home, listened to it about 4 times in a row. And I do have to call myself out. I found myself drumming on the bar of the coffee shop, which I did call a guy out for recently at the 3-speed. But I stopped myself right away. But yes, men do want to drum along to songs. It's a bad thing about us. But I was thinking about the Dido, and I was thinking, Nick, this is the problem with this Eminem guy, because you listen to this song, it's very, very uplifting, but the first part of the song is pretty dark, and the Eminem guy, he just took the dark part, and now that's the only part we know. But you can't talk yet, Nick, but the first part is, man down, but the first part is pretty dark and ominous of the Dido song. But then it really becomes really nice. And then she says, and I just want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. Just to be with you is having the best day of my life. What a beautiful sentiment. And all this sick Eminem guy gets out of it is that the mean part. Okay, well, my guest today, I'd say, is a bit of a celebrity gossip kind of guy, which we've done before, but I wanted to come back to the celebrity gossip. And so we'll talk a bit about that for the monologue. So this is the big news these days is David Harbour broke up with Lily Allen. Yeah. The two of them called it quits, and there's a lot of drama around that. But I just got to say, who's Lily Allen going to be with next? Johnny Dockyard? Everyone's talking about Bradley Cooper's new face. Yeah, he got some work done, it seems. Yeah, it seems like the only thing that's limitless is his plastic surgeon's bank account. More like Silver Scalpel's playbook. It's got me thinking, by the way, I watch these videos about the work he's getting, and they talk about this. He got these up. I've never thought about these before in my life. So always time for a new insecurity. Thanks, Bradley Cooper. Then I'm looking in the mirror, I'm going, these things are getting so heavy. I don't know if I'll be able to see soon. I might have to get the Cooper surgery just to stay out of blindness. Moving on, Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau, of course, made it official. Yeah, it's very interesting. In related news, ex-President Barack Obama, yeah, he is now dating that guy who used to put inspirational quotes up on the walls in balloon letters. Similar. Ethan Hawke's got a new movie out where he's trying to win an Oscar. That's amazing. Yeah, it's good. It's another. This guarantees us another 10 years of Ethan Hawke talking about being an artist. Ethan Hawke. Well, I thought for my guest Nick, I'd talk about a couple of my celebrity encounters with celebrity comedians. One night, I was doing a show here in Toronto, and who should be on the show but TJ Miller, Hollywood legend. And I ended up going out with him for drinks. This is a true story. And he was wearing a big gold chain. And at one point I asked him how much that gold chain was worth, and he was pretty offended. Yeah, it's true. He didn't like that. I said, "You're the one wearing a gold chain around." And then he told me that he's become quite good friends with Mark Wahlberg, and that they were all kind of planning a coup against President Trump to do with hacking. This is all true. Because I guess TJ Miller was on the show about programmers or coders or hackers or whatever. Yeah. And he had kind of thought that he was actually that. And he told me to watch out for when Mark Wahlberg goes on the Ellen DeGeneres show. That's when I would know that the coup was in effect. I don't know why, but this guy had some crazy ideas, this TJ Miller. I also once had lunch with Dimitri Martin. Yes, he was a nice man. And I thought, this is absolutely the perfect level of fame. This is all the fame I would ever want, is that we were in the restaurant and the server was excited to see him and said, "Well, it's my brother's birthday today. Would you do a video message wishing him a happy birthday?" And Dimitri Martin said, "You know what? I don't really do videos. Why don't I write it on a piece of paper and you can take a picture of it?" And I thought, that's the perfect level of fame, to have a boundary, but still end up looking kind of nice. Where you go, I'm just famous enough, you can't take a video of me. But here's an alternative. I'll write on a piece of paper and you can take a picture of it. He's a good man, Dimitri Martin. He talked about the haircut. His famous bangs haircut, yeah. I think he said this publicly, so I don't think I'm telling any tales out of school, but he said it was to do with his insecurity of his nose, and that this bang cut just leveled out his nose. So I guess you might want to look up Bradley Cooper's guy. Me, I got to get rid of these bloufs. What are they called? Blouf? Anyway, we got a great guest coming up tonight. He is the punk king comedian of Toronto. Get ready, everyone. Buckle your seatbelts for the great Nick Flanagan after this. My guest tonight is the original punk rock comedian of Toronto. You might know his bands Brutal Nights or Wrong Hole, or maybe his comedy. Give it up for Nick Flanagan, everyone.
That was great. Thank you for that hot intro.
Yeah, no problem. Any thoughts on the monologue? You were just telling me that you have some TJ Miller story too.
The T.
Give us the T.
That's what kids are calling it.
Give us the TJ.
What's the T?
Okay.
6'7".
Go on.
T's 6'7".
Stop this part.
Riz.
This is a bad start.
Riz
Go into the
Ahmed.
TJ. Go into the TJ Miller.
TJ Miller. Can you bring up his wiki?
No, what if you said you had to stop? You can't derail this thing already with your ADHD.
Oh my God.
Go do your TJ Miller story.
TJ Miller played the Laugh Sabbath show when it was back at the Rivoli.
Mm-hmm. Many moons ago.
Dropped in. He was probably filming something because he was, had this vibrant career making television and film.
Yes.
And he went up. He brought Nick Vatterott with him.
Okay.
Who is very funny.
Sure.
And TJ, I'm surprised that he got offended when you asked what his necklace was worth.
Yeah.
Because he apparently, probably Chris Lock, some comedian goes like to the audience, like, are there any millionaires in the crowd, jokingly? And he like clapped. He like celebrated his success.
Well, there was something that night about like, he was talking kind of about being rich.
Right.
Like he was talking about the gold chain and he was talking about what a good investment gold is.
Right. And he proved correct thanks to Trump, who he hated.
I don't know what the gold markets are at.
Gold's doing well right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
I don't own any.
But yeah, when I asked specifically how much his chain was worth, he didn't like that.
Like, how did he respond?
He went like, you can't ask me that.
Oh, yeah. So then he was set to go. I can't remember if it was before. I think it was before me. It might have been before Pat Thornton, the comic.
We don't do all kinds of just names on this podcast.
Okay, so he was set to perform
boring for
before
people.
another comedian.
Yeah.
Who may have been me. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can refer to yourself.
And ground rules are good. You talk about ADHD.
We're really experiencing a lot of it already.
Set
It's
boundaries.
a constant.
Set boundaries.
Everything's an offshoot of.
Set boundaries.
Okay.
Ground rules. And he performed for like 30 minutes before the following comedian. He just went up and he did like 30 minutes of like his style.
Yeah.
Which is one of those styles where you see it and you're like, okay, this is a thing that I don't. It's like improv friendly comedy. There's like a lot of, that's a variant of it now. Roy Scovel kind of does improv friendly comedy, right?
You go up and you sort of just riff and trust that you're a very funny person.
Sean Patton, I think, does this.
You're doing all these names again.
Because I'm a student of the game.
Yeah. So
that's all. I'm not name dropping there. I'm schooling you.
Thank you. So, as a comedian here in this little burg we call Toronto. By the way, every now and then I'll say Toronto. I know as a Torontonian, I'm supposed to say Toronto.
No, you say Toronto, I say Toronto.
It's dependent on the situation.
We've earned the right to pronounce it as we wish.
So as a comedian in this little burg, we are used to people showing up from the States, I've talked about this before, and doing as much time as they want on your show. Somebody else did this. This was a Canadian, but I think it was Sugar Sammy.
Yeah, that's a Canadian guy.
Or no, it was Danny Boy. He's not Canadian.
He's not Canadian.
He's Scottish.
Yeah.
It was one of those. It was Danny Boy.
I think he's definitely a UK comic.
And he was wearing big bootcut jeans before that was cool.
So it wasn't cool what he was wearing.
I would say not.
Yeah. Where was this?
That was at the Rivoli too. I think that was
cursed venue.
Yeah. It really is actually.
Oh man, so many times spent in that weird back room at the Rivoli that smelled like old potatoes.
And the line cook or whatever would always be back there needing to get into the fridge.
And he wore clacky shoes on purpose.
He wore clacky shoes and he had probably big spacers in his ears.
I didn't notice that. That's a Tom type of observation.
Yes. And he was never happy that we were there.
He didn't seem happy, but inside he may have been filled with joy. He might have been like, this is my deal. Like you go to New York City, right? I know you do. And, you meet people and you see that they're doing their deal. Toronto's full of people trying to do their deal, but it's annoying.
What do you mean by this?
I'm going to be this guy. I'm going to be a cranky guy.
Right.
I'm going to be a contrarian. I'm going to be the guy who dresses like Spider-Man and skateboards around.
Yeah.
Now
that guy's trouble, isn't he?
I think he's got some sort of a pickup artist kind of thing going on.
Yeah, there's something very dark about him.
Or at the very least, he's one of those people who's like, gets mad if you don't like give him money when you're around him.
And it's ironic because Spider-Man, the real one, is such a nice, upstanding gentleman.
He's a great guy, and he's barely holding it together, which is my favorite thing about Peter Parker.
And this is a thing in Toronto, actually, because we also famously have Toronto Batman.
Famously.
Who, we know the guy. He's a comedian who does Toronto Batman.
He means very well.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
But he's somewhat demented. And he might admit that. I think he would admit that. Like, he's posted videos of himself taking his pants down at open mics. And and this is who we have as our Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, it's the criminals who are supposed to be a dark lot.
Yeah, these are the guys who are supposed to be standing up to this kind of demented, sordid activity.
Can I go on a ADHD tangent?
Yeah, I feel like this is just going to be the show today. That you can't quite stay on a track, and that's okay.
I just don't know if we are done on the comedy tip.
You just got distracted by that leaf.
No,
I saw you.
Well, is it real?
Yes, it's real,
and it's
spectacular. Terry Hatcher.
Yes, the great. But I was watching YouTube Shorts yesterday.
I bet you were.
Yeah. And
I think you're the only one. Who watches YouTube Shorts?
YouTube Shorts is amazing. Those who know.
It's called TikTok, man. Get with it.
I don't know. TikTok's too good at knowing what you like. I like YouTube Shorts' bizarre attempts at winning me over. It's fun.
Okay.
And they posted something that was like, Heath Ledger posted, you might already know this. You're a movie buff. You're a Heath buff. And it said Heath Ledger based the Joker on this 1977 interview with Tom Waits.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like Tom Waits going on a thing, and he sounds like the Heath Ledger Joker as he's going on.
That checks out. I mean, no disrespect to the dead, and Heath Ledger did an amazing job in that movie.
Yes.
But there was something quite basic about his whole approach to that character.
I think so.
And getting into a 1977 Tom Waits interview is one of the most basic things you could do.
I mean,
like basic weird.
Yeah, it's something a guy who is probably 24, 25 and is an actor.
And is very handsome and from Australia.
Yeah.
And
I just saw the best Tom Waits interview.
I've got to get really dark for this.
Michelle, I just saw a wonderful interview.
Oh, don't bring Michelle into it.
Well, I'm just trying to, again, color the atmosphere of the time.
Right. Anyway, it was a great performance, worthy of every Oscar accolade.
Yeah, he was good.
Did he get the posthumous Oscar?
I believe so. Now,
you seem like with all your pun making, you'd make some kind of posthumous joke.
I think I did that a while ago. Like 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. I don't know. Like, it was probably troubling, relating to the Middle East. Edgy stuff. It was probably edgy stuff between the years of 2004 and 2011, let's say.
You could just say something like the party ran out of dip. It was post-hummus.
Oh, that's great.
So that's why
I have a friend.
That's why I have a Crave special and you don't.
Okay. That's why?
Yeah.
I have a pun for you. I just thought of it yesterday.
Now, I should tell the viewers who don't know you, you're sort of a pun king.
I like them.
But like weird bad ones.
Kind of. Yep. But they can be good too.
Okay, let's hear it.
When it comes, this is a bilingual pun. Okay?
Okay.
So do you know different languages?
I don't.
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
Is that part of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
When it comes to turkeys, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So yeah, I'm already not there. I'm guessing dand is a Turkish
It
word?
means turkey in French.
Oh.
Dand.
But I think for the pun to work, you need to set it up better. You can't just say when it comes to turkeys.
When it comes to French turkeys.
Or like, I was trying, or it's always hard to cook a turkey for Thanksgiving in
Damned if you do.
in Quebec.
In Quebec. That's very wordy. This is the thing. I like it. I kind of like the effortless start where people know you're just trying to get to the pun part.
Well, Nick, also, who the hell knows the French word for turkey?
French people,
Did you know
Canadians,
Bob didn't
Canadians
know.
who are buying turkeys at the store.
that, Bob? French Canadians, maybe.
I'm going to cough again.
Well,
ready.
Go ahead. It's podcast gold. What is that? A cough or
was
some
like a sneeze
some
cough.
sneeze?
Yeah.
It's the most disgusting thing that's ever happened on this podcast.
It is?
Yeah.
What's the second most disgusting?
Good question. Oh, well, actually, John Doerr did something gross at the end of his episode.
That's right.
Yeah. I really.
That's a thing that
I love John,
comedians-
but I don't like that type of humor.
Comedians do that. Did you see there was Mark Normand did that on the David Cross. A guest. Let me fix this. A guest did that on the David Cross podcast.
He did the same thing
Yeah, he passed wind, I believe, is what you're trying to say.
into the microphone.
Audibly. And
Yeah.
David Cross is like, what are you doing?
It's not for me. You know, John Doerr is like, I hold him in very high esteem.
He's a kind man.
But if somebody I didn't hold in high esteem did that on my show, I'd kick them out.
out the door.
So that
Oh. You're trying to say.
you're on thin ice. You're already doing these cough sneezes I've never even heard of.
I'm, aging. I'm going into new territory physically that I don't appreciate at all.
Now, Nick, you watch this show.
Yes, I've jumped on the train.
You
I've probably
started-
watched the last 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah, and you text me as you watch it.
Yeah.
And you've told me something that I'm trying to get going, that you now have a parasocial relationship with me
Yeah.
on top of a real one.
Yeah.
So what's that like?
It's a lot like how actually being your friend is. I'm like, what time are they filming this? Because they're drinking a lot. And then I'm like,
It's not necessarily a lot.
well, that's a good point. Necessarily.
It's not like you see us drink many drinks.
I'm like, oh, I wonder if Tom is going to, I don't know. I think parasocial relationships are actually based more on kind of, I don't want to say, things where they like an aspect of the show and they bug you about the aspect of the show. That seems to me like what everyone is doing in the comments for your parasocially for you right now. They'll go, oh, I'm so glad you ranked again, or I'm so glad you did,
Right.
why? Oh, you didn't do that one thing that you did 3 weeks ago.
People are sort of taking ownership of their little favorite parts.
Like, I guess it's observation based. It's very judgment based parasocial things.
Is it?
I think so. It's like
I thought it was like pure adoration and love.
acceptance is a form of judgment. And I think it's primarily acceptance in parasocial relationships, but it's constantly checking that you still accept.
Really?
I think a little bit in this day and age.
Well, maybe I don't want these parasocials the way I thought I did.
I don't think you do. I see these parasocial things. I'm really on Reddit a lot. I'm so embarrassed to admit it. Do you read Reddit?
I don't.
Good. I feel like once you go down the rabbit hole, it's bad. Reddit is trying to actually establish itself as like a search engine.
Let's stay on course.
But if you look at the Saturday Night Live related Reddit, or you look at the John Mulaney Reddit,
Okay.
especially but Saturday Night Live, there are people who are just like, I wonder if Ego and Michael are mad at each other this week, or I think it's very, very that, you know?
But that's what I want to get going here. I want people to wonder, was Tom actually annoyed at Nick for all of his ADHD diversions?
Right.
Or was he actually loving it?
Yeah, I'm wondering it. Is that parasocial?
Well, yeah. So, but the reason I want these parasocial, or I want these people to feel parasocially towards me is cha-ching.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, right?
Yeah.
Two things, money and sex.
Right.
SEX.
Right. And I'm essentially selling myself to these people.
You have such a beautiful rumpled look.
For possibly $750 a month.
This is the problem with the parasocial relationship, right? Is you're in the room with the guy.
Did you just call me crumpled?
I said rumpled. And
Nick Flanagan can't call anybody rumpled.
No. I said beautiful beforehand because I don't feel I have a beautiful rumpled look. I'm very ashamed.
It's just rumpled.
Being just rumpled. Yeah. But you pull off that just rolled out of bed look. Everyone loves it.
Well, I often have just rolled out of bed.
That's what I'm saying. It's authentic, but people love it.
All right, well, let's try this other segment.
Yeah.
As I said in the intro, you're a punk rock icon. Would you say?
I don't know.
So you've been playing in punk bands since you were a young man.
Yeah. That's true.
And when you're up on stage, you take your shirt off and sweat and spit and scream.
Yeah. At some point I switched.
To what?
Probably not spitting. And also not taking my shirt off.
You got older.
I switched to tank tops, you know? You don't take your shirt off if it's sweat.
Spitting's a real part of it, though, right?
No. Is this why I don't see you at the shows?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, anytime spit
I think they're demonic.
They kind of are. In the most bland sense of a demonic thing. Like in a 1950s preacher's idea of demonic.
All right. Well, here's the segment. This is a list of things, and you have to tell me if they're punk or not.
Oh, I like this line of questioning.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Mohawks.
Punk.
Safety pins in ears.
Punk.
Being rude.
Not punk.
Really?
Yep, that's a misconception.
What about the Sex Pistols?
Boy band. Everyone does. Everyone says that. That's like everyone, like the most generic response to people criticizing the Sex Pistols. They go, "Oh, that's just a boy band that was organized by Malcolm McLaren." And it's like, yeah, but like musically, at least it's part of the thing and aesthetically. So what are you going to do? But they don't count. The British punk thing was rude. It had elements of rudeness. It had something else that was, it had gobbing, famously, spitting.
Oh.
And it had everyone, that was where wearing swastikas in a...
Ironic.
Yeah, it was more of a way to really aggravate their war traumatized parents.
Yeah.
You know? And that stuff is very British specifically, so no one else should do it. Just let them spit on each other and be mean to each other. And also they're funnier, so they'll be ruder in a funny way. In the US and Canada, the rude punk thing is always, it's created almost like a lobotomized ceiling, which is ridiculous because I'm very rude in my lyrics sometimes and crude.
Well, you have to be irreverent.
It's an attempt at irreverence, yes.
Smoking in an alleyway.
Neutral.
Could be one, or could be one, could be the other.
I mean, how are you smoking? What are you smoking?
Siggy.
What kind of ciggy?
American Spirit.
No. Punk is smoking.
That's Beatnik.
The cheapest cigarette you can find.
The Morier.
I mean, I guess I think there's one in Canada called Native. That.
Not getting into that.
No.
Community gardens.
Punk.
Yeah?
Yeah. Community is punk.
Sitting around.
Good question. Punk. Because if you train hop, you go on the train in the caboose, you're sitting for hours on end, which is something punks do. They train hop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue that everyone sits at some point
Right,
for
but
a
you
while.
think, picture this. Rancid, the band, are all just sitting on a stoop. You can picture it, right? In the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
Yeah, I can picture that.
And they invite you to hang out.
I'd do it.
Yeah, and the world's black and white, and you're black and white. But it's very crisp.
Black shoe, black hat, Cadillac.
Yeah, you don't need color for that.
Is that Rancid or is that Gob?
It's Rancid. But Gob are back together, I think.
They want to jump in a lake.
I want to jump in a lake.
Puking.
Punk.
Ashton Kutcher.
Punked.
I knew you'd get that one.
Yeah.
I knew you'd catch what I was throwing.
Yeah. Punked, but not punk.
Not very punk.
YouTube Shorts tangent.
Are YouTube Shorts punk?
I'm going to say yes because a lot of illegal pirating of clips is happening on them, and illegal pirating is punk. But I'm getting shown the movie Jobs in little bite-sized chunks on YouTube Shorts. So I'm seeing a lot of Ashton being Steve Jobs.
That's
Not punk.
Do you think you've seen the whole movie yet that way?
It feels like it.
And are people showing that ironically because it's so bad?
No. It's part of the thing where they show me some Jobs clips on Shorts, and I spend, a minute watching him and the guy playing Steve Wozniak talk about their ideas for the future. And then it shows me something about Steve Jobs in the non-YouTube Shorts. It's like, do you want to watch the story of the Apple IIgs and how it almost sunk Apple?
It's motivational.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
Not punk. Motivational is not punk.
No. Who's that guy? Huberman.
Huberman.
Are you doing any Huberman stuff?
Not punk. No. I excise that kind of thing. I can't mess with
He has
any of that.
tats, though.
I don't like it. I mean, there's a show called Hard Lore. I don't watch it.
With that, we're going to take a break.
You know what Hard Lore is?
We'll be right back with Nick
You
Flanagan.
know what Hard Lore is? Am I shitting the bed here, Tom?
No. Hello, who's this? Another satisfied Patreon customer? Oh. Oh, you love it because not only are you supporting an artist for only $7.50 Canadian a month, the price of a cup of coffee these days, but also you're even getting bonus content from that artist? Yeah, I guess when you put it that way. Well, thank you. I really appreciate you like I appreciate all of my Patreon supporters. See ya. And we're back with Nick Flanagan. We were just talking in the break about your learning disability.
I think it's just general disability.
It's not a learning disability. ADHD.
Yeah.
And you were accusing me of not admitting to my own ADHD.
Not earlier when you were railroading me about it.
Well, as I was just saying, I think I focus better than you.
Yeah.
I think I have better ADHD than you.
Every ADHD is this whole different kettle of every person with ADHD is dealing with it and having various parts of it pop up in like totally individual ways, which is a very frustrating thing about it.
Right.
You know?
So like for me, I have trouble getting to work, cleaning my apartment sometimes. For you, you're getting distracted by leaves.
Yeah.
Oh, I moved it.
Yeah.
Now I'm really not going to be able to talk to Nick.
Yeah. You moved it because of your ADHD. Because you were like, oh, I want that texture.
Now, I once went to an ADHD support group with you.
Yes.
And it was completely demented.
Yeah. People are at very different points with it. You know, you really realize that everyone who's got it and is trying to address it in that way, but everybody, you know, they're struggling, you know?
I was sitting there and I became extremely depressed.
Yeah.
Because there's some weird guy leading the meeting who was some kind of old Austrian doctor or something.
Oh, yeah.
And he was sort of really a strange guy who was talking about lawsuits he had going on and stuff. And then all the people there, it was in this sad little room. All the people there were really convinced that they were very special because they had ADHD.
I never got that sense from...
No one other than them had that sense.
No, but I just mean I didn't get that sense ever as part of that group.
Oh, well, the one time I went, people were going like, and that's why I'm one of the top 0.5% of people.
Right.
Because of my special ADHD.
Well, I must have blocked that out because the things that depressed me...
And then they would they would go chase a squirrel around for a while.
Oh, yeah. That's basically the equivalent of saying sports ball, but about ADHD. You know, where you go like, hey, look, this is my brain. I'm like, hey, look, a squirrel. And then I'm like, what am I doing? Googling the history.
I don't like this character. Go back to what you were saying.
What am I...
That's the worst. I've never seen you do character work. And now I'm glad.
What am I doing?
It's so bad.
Why is it so bad?
I just hate it. I hate that character.
Are you trying to pick me up?
That I'm nagging you?
Yes. Did you read one of those books ever?
I didn't, but I've watched
You've watched a lot of those guys.
I thought they were...
You've gone on a lot of ride-alongs with pickup artists.
It's hard not to get intrigued by those guys. They're all named Feather or something.
It's really easy to not get intrigued by those guys.
They wear feathers in their hats.
It used to be in Toronto, it still is, that there were places where you couldn't avoid this simmering stew of like the worst archetypes in the world. Just going to like coffee shops or bars.
Yeah, was Toronto a big like capital of pickup artists?
I think so.
Because we had one of the top guys, Feather or whatever his name is.
I don't know who that is.
The top guy, I think.
Yeah.
Mystery.
Did he speak at the convention that you went to and paid to go to?
Well, he better have for the amount I paid.
Yeah, right. 1,000.
1,000. Yeah, I think Toronto, might have been a big... And wasn't there that guy, Dimitri the Lover?
Yeah, scary guy.
Who would really harass women.
Yeah, scary.
And multiple women had really psycho voicemails from him that they would play.
But he had flyers he put all around.
He was Toronto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would leave women voicemails chastising them for not... I guess he was sort of the original incel.
Yeah. Well, I think the original incel was probably a really long time ago.
Winston Churchill?
It might have been Churchill, right? Because he was with Eleanor Roosevelt, and she didn't go that way.
Winston Churchill was married to Eleanor Roosevelt?
Wasn't she the first lady at the time?
I don't know if you're joking or if this is your
my
learning
thing.
Disability.
Oh, yeah, my learning disability. Well, you got to ask, right? Where does the comedy begin? And
Winston Churchill's wife was named Clementine.
that I didn't really know.
Yeah.
But I did know he was a very functional alcoholic.
Yes.
And
the most functional. He saved the world from the Nazis.
yes, and he also made brutal decisions in India.
Well,
that reverberate to this day.
we're not going to get into that.
Oh, but we're going to get into him saving from the Nazis, everything?
There will be no disparaging of Winston
Walking
Churchill
around
on
with
this
his
show.
brawly on
Seemed like a bit of a
newsreels.
loser, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think Winston Churchill was a loser.
He was played by W.C. Fields in my mind. You know, that would be cool.
There really is something going on up there.
Yeah. Something beautiful. And
Who plays me in your mind?
good question.
Jeremy Renner?
You mentioned Dimitri Martin earlier. I just think of, one of the forefathers of one-liners and deadpan. So
I'm played by Dimitri Martin.
you're played by Dimitri Martin and Marty Feldman.
I'll take that, but his acting career didn't go very well when he did that.
Saving Woodstock.
He did that Saving Woodstock, which was directed by
Rob Reiner.
no. It was directed by Ang Lee, I believe.
No way.
Yeah, and I think it was going to be like a big deal, and then it wasn't.
Dang. Where were we? I was talking about ADHD.
Right,
Squirrel.
Right after you chase that squirrel around.
Yeah. I've been chasing this squirrel my whole life.
That's definitely the name of an ADHD book, Chasing the
write
Squirrel.
I mean, Canadian takes on ADHD can be very harrowing. That's kind of just going back to that support group. The first time I went to the support group, a support group, was a much larger group. It was at a much more depressing building, if you can believe it, than where we went.
Yeah.
And it started with someone just reading all the symptoms.
Yeah.
And by the end of that list, and I think they did that even when you were there to some extent.
Probably.
But at the end of the list, I was like, oh my God, I should just
Bored out of your skull.
go to. No, I wasn't bored. I was just like, oh man, I'm so sad right now.
Oh, I see.
I'm really doomed.
I mean, apart from the joking of it, this is part of the problem with it, is that I get very bored very easily,
Yeah.
which is happening right now.
No.
But when I talked to my doctor about getting on some medication, there were so many hurdles to jump through.
Like what?
Well, you got to go get a heart test, and then you got to get into some special building that costs $2,000.
Yeah.
But so with all these hurdles, I thought to myself, well, I'm never doing that. I'm bored already.
Right. Yeah. Just all of the steps. That's the big thing, is all of the steps to sort yourself out are really crazy. But right now I'm there's something called ADHD coaching, and a big thing that's happening with people with ADHD is like, they're very much becoming, having agency, and they're going, you know what? I have ADHD. I should become an ADHD coach. And that's great. But
I don't want my coach to have ADHD. I want them to be normal-minded.
yeah, the problem is that a lot of people who don't have it just kind of really can't wrap their head around some of the concessions that need to be made, and how annoying being bored in your case is.
But at least they can wrap their head around something.
I agree. I mean, look, I think it's a lot safer in some ways to have people who are not, they don't have the disorder, because they offer perspective and they offer, am I boring you? I feel like you
Yes,
started getting
you
bored
are.
once
Yes.
I said they offer.
That was
over.
a
You
trigger
were
for
like,
me.
I don't want to buy anything.
That's one of my triggers.
They
I
offer.
don't know if you've grokked this, but I am a self-hating ADHD.
I'm grokking squirrels constantly. You're self-hating ADHD. That's the only. That's the only sane kind.
Well, not at your little group where everyone's saying they're a superhero for
I haven't
having
been to
it.
that group for years.
It's good. It's a sick place.
No.
Some weird Austrian scientist talking to you.
I can't get into that legally, but yes, that's an issue when you do have the ADHD leading the ADHD, is people can get into it's a group that's vulnerable to things that people offer. And some of the things that are offered, to like scams and cults, and,
Yes.
and shortcut systems, because they're so helpful. A shortcut is so helpful,
Yeah.
And you wind up being like, God, I joined, Children of God for like 20 years because of my ADHD, like it's a real issue. So you do, that's another big part.
It's true. Those cults are probably just full of frustrated dads who have ADHD.
I joined almost joined this like whole Buddhist thing.
Oh, all right. So this is one of the segments you might know from watching.
Yeah.
It's random Wikipedia.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, I stopped doing it.
Okay.
But I've been bringing it back. So basically, I get pushed the random button on Wikipedia.
Uh-huh.
And we just get something and we talk about it for a second.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Ready? This one is about something called Kibbe Lake. You look like you were going to cry when I said that.
I always look like I'm going to cry.
Kibbe Lake lies in the remote northwest, very poetic, lies in the remote northwest portion of Yosemite National Park in the United States. It is accessible only to hikers and equestrians. It is the largest non-artificial lake in the national park. So what do you think about that?
I think it sounds nice.
Yeah, it
Did
sounds...
you say it's open to equestrians?
Yeah, horse people can go in there.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Yosemite National Park?
I have not. Have you?
Neither. I wish I had. But no, I probably won't.
You still look like you're going to cry.
Well, I'm thinking about
something turned when
how
I said
beautiful
Kibbe Lake.
parks are.
Do you have a deep, dark history with Kibbe Lake secretly?
I wish I did. I wish I had something where I was like, I'd killed somebody at Kibbe Lake.
Did you bury a man in Kibbe Lake?
I mean, are you kind of looking for that moment on this show?
Like admitting that you murdered someone?
I mean, I'm going to bring up another name here, but like when there's that clip of like Chris D'Elia, when
well, this is I love talking about Chris D'Elia.
I thought, he's on one of these shows, these weird shows, and like they're talking about Snapchat, and he goes, yeah, but Snapchat goes away. Like nobody else sees it. And
I remember that.
Go, yeah, no, you can screenshot it and stuff. And,
I remember that.
And he goes, he makes that thing.
So you're saying, am I looking for a moment like that?
On this, like a moment.
Yes, that would be great.
A clippable moment.
So when I bring up Kibbe Lake, you're like, horses can't go into Kibbe Lake, can they?
Yeah.
Because then you're afraid that the police can ride in on a horse and find your body.
The body of my...
And it all adds up too when you go, I've never been to Yosemite Park.
I don't know what it is.
Have you?
I don't know what it is.
I don't know where or what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what Kibbe Lake is. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
You're a sick bastard and you're coming to justice.
I love that you found a North American Wikipedia entry that was written poetically.
I know that lies in Yosemite Park.
Yeah, like sometimes I think about that.
It could have just said it is in Yosemite Park. Would you like to talk about your eBay business?
Oh, yeah. In order to supplement all of my income, I sell things on eBay.
Yeah, because I often sort of see
that I own.
I feel like I would see.
I'm saying
like,
that for tax purposes.
Like
just
I
so
don't.
Everyone knows I own these. These are things I've owned. That's important tax wise.
Okay, so I don't go on like Facebook anymore. But
you're missing out.
Yeah, if I ever did by accident, I might see a post of you there being like, "Does anybody have any old Sega Genesis controllers?"
I mean, that was like 10 years ago.
This is probably the last time I was on there.
Damn.
So was that for selling, or did you just wanted some controllers?
When I moved back to Toronto in like 2018,
yeah,
in my wounded bird state,
you were in Los Angeles.
Yes, I decided to like get back into like old video game stuff. Mm-hmm. So I had a Sega Genesis, and I did need a 6-button controller for it, so it was probably personal. But eventually I just wound up doubling up or, then being like, a big part with those kinds of hobbies is you kind of want the hobby to pay for itself, ideally. So you get into trading and like owning more than one of something or selling things and using that money. So
how did you learn how to find something valuable to sell for more than you got it for? Well, are you rummaging?
If deals? Are we talking about deals? That's what I call
with your eBay type store.
Yeah, but that's what I call when you're walking down the street on a sunny day in Toronto and you see a bunch of grow lamps someone has just put outside of their house.
Okay.
And then you take them home.
Yeah.
And
And
throw
you
them on
sell
Facebook
them.
Marketplace.
And what do you get for that? Like $10 each?
Depends. You might get like $30 each.
Okay.
I found a e-bike charger on the street. I sold to a guy for $45, like a charging cord. Like,
So you're just on the streets looking for junk.
well, I'm not rummaging. You know how you walk by, you know how Toronto has like a bunch of nice homes that are worth millions of dollars?
Yes.
Families are like, I'm just going to throw away some of this stuff, but I don't want to put it into garbage. So they just put it out. Someone takes it and they make it a buck with it.
Do you see it in your eyes just light up with dollar signs?
No, the trick is you just going to go. You sort of, catch it in your hand while you're walking.
You make sure no one sees that you took their e-bike charger.
That would suck if it
Sounds
was
like you're just stealing people's
someone's e-bike.
stuff.
I found an e-bike charger in Keebee Lake.
So
And
that's
there's
what
an e-bike just in the water for some reason, and all this DNA. Yeah, it's fun because
But you said at one point you were making like $1,000 a month
yeah.
just from finding junk and selling it.
Well, it's because you just sort of get more stuff, and then if it's interesting enough, people want things like concert shirts. You know, they want things like it's about the only thing they want. But even CDs and DVDs.
Well, maybe we should do some kind of running thing for the show where you try to sell something.
I'd love to if I can.
Do you think
Sell
you
it.
could sell like a used can that we used on the show?
Yeah. As used on the Tom Henry show.
So, like-
it has to be a really, really, like 100-year-old Coca-Cola can or something.
No, just like a regular Guinness can.
Like what I'm drinking.
Yeah. So,
As drank by Nick Flanagan on.
yeah, I challenge you to sell that in that way.
know-
Guinness can drank out of by Nick Flanagan on the Tom Henry show and started at $1.
The reason I did that drink just then was because you want to freeze frame that, make that the profile picture on eBay.
Exactly.
Local pickup.
Local pickup only.
Yeah. Start high.
Local pickup artists only.
Yeah, like Feathers and
Feather will show
Dimitri.
up.
There's another pickup artist who was posting it around where he was like, it was flyers that would go like, I am an elderly European man.
I remember that. Okay, well, is there anything else you wanted to broach while you were on the show? Because we're coming to the end.
Okay.
I know you've been waiting to get on this show for a long time,
I know there's so much.
but bothering me constantly about it.
You know why? It's because at the very beginning of you doing it, like before you even did it, you were like, I want to have you on the podcast.
I know, I was just kidding. You haven't bothered me.
Yeah. But,
So, what do you got?
well, I host my podcast. I have competition.
I'm not giving you an opportunity to promote.
Oh, we're not there yet.
We've never done that with anyone.
We're not there. You've never had anyone say what they have to
No,
promote
we don't do.
at the end
It's
of
not a
something.
promotional vehicle.
Moving on.
We don't make enough money for that.
Oh, I see. You need to make money before the competition can get any kind of a leg up.
Yeah.
That's why you have the Crave Comedy Special, which I'm going to compliment you now, and I'm actually going to talk about this for a second.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Your Crave Comedy Special is really, really good, I
Thank you,
think.
Nick.
I really liked it. And what people don't understand, it's very hard to have a good comedy special at all. But I would say in Canada, there's a lot of challenges for that too. Hopefully that changes, but
Well, I recently was on my own IMDb,
yeah,
and I saw it on there. Mm-hmm. Do you know what it's rated on IMDb?
10.
Something like 5.5.
Yeah, because everyone,
People are cruel.
people are cruel. People go, they're like your board thing where it's just, I
get
was
the
going to
board.
say actually today, like my big fear is that I say something in the first minute of the podcast or I do something. Oh, he made this sound with his mouth.
And you did a cough sneeze multiple times. Yeah.
And then they go, I can't handle this. And then they just don't even
and
give
I wouldn't blame them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're asking for mercy when you yourself give
I might
none.
bleep those out.
That would be smart.
I can't really edit them out at this point because we've talked about it too much, but I might put a bleep over them.
Yeah, you should do that for sure.
Because it's a wild sound.
So, did you say thank you after I complimented you at all?
I think I did. We'll have to run the tape back.
We really got a major feathers disciple hosting a podcast. This is a car crash waiting to happen. You don't have female guests.
I actually
Legally,
have
you
quite a
can't.
few. I have quite a few. Yeah.
That's right. That's what they do. That's what you do. I say something. I negged you just now. And then part of being a good pickup artist is you brag.
Yeah. Well, I was going back to the IMDb rating on my special. I also noticed, or I looked it up at some point, that it's on Letterboxd.
Everything's on Letterboxd.
And it also has pretty low ratings on there.
That's a shame.
But you know what I saw?
No.
Some guy I've met before rated it, and he gave it a 3.
What a jerk.
Like a guy who is an acquaintance of mine.
Can you believe that?
I'm going, if you thought it was fine, which is a 3, just don't go. You don't have to go rate it.
And just to relate that
Just
to
don't log it.
eBay for a second, it's like you can have someone will give you a neutral review maybe and just be like, it arrived, but I didn't really like it, and you're like, well, but like that has nothing to do with me.
Well, it's something to do with you if you're just selling random e-bike chargers. You don't know if they work.
That was a Facebook Marketplace thing.
Whatever.
But yeah, I read Letterboxd reviews now. I've read the Letterboxd, and they're everyone's pithy now.
You read your own Letterboxd reviews?
Well, I don't have any
Let's look at the
Crave comedy specials, but
let's look at mine.
Movies I've been in, I look at those reviews.
Let's look at the one for my special. Ready?
Movies other people have been in that I know, I look at the Letterboxd reviews.
Every movie you watch, other people have been in.
Other people that I know.
Oh.
So.
Parasocially?
Sometimes.
I have a parasocial relationship with George Clooney.
Go on. Do you like them all? That's his wife's name, right?
2 stars.
He loves her.
Oh, actually, there's some reviews on it. There's 2 reviews. Do you want to hear?
Yes.
2 stars from Wee Hunk.
A little guy who's hot.
He says, I prefer stories to jokes. Well, at least he knows what he likes.
This is psychotic. Like this thing where everyone's like driven by essentially an OCD, like to be like, oh, everybody wants to know that I like stories and not jokes. At least you could give it 3 stars and go, if you like one, like the whole idea of being a critic, a big part of being a reviewer, a paid reviewer is going like, I don't really like this normally. There's a lot of pitfalls, but for what it is, it's really well made and well done, like at the very least.
Well,
you can't just give something 1 star and say, "Oh, this is meat and I don't eat meat,"
Yeah. Anyway, he says, I prefer stories to jokes. I got about 10 minutes in and there was only 1 joke that was pretty funny.
That's great.
1 joke in 10 minutes, not bad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
People don't know about how comedy used to be, where like someone would have 2 jokes you like and suddenly they're David Spade.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I did probably tell about 20 jokes in that 10 minutes. So 1 is not that good.
I'm not saying it's a good ratio. I'm not saying, even though I loved your special, I'm not saying the jokes were good.
This other one is 5 stars and very complimentary. I'm pretty sure it's from my mother.
I could believe it. Yeah. She's a very supportive person. She likes my posts all the time.
She is, yeah.
Yeah. I had something where I found something on Reddit where someone had posted a thing where this comedian I know who's good at getting engagement made a list on a blog of like 5 comedians in Canada that you should like.
Those are really important lists.
Right?
Yeah.
And it was very nice of him to include me, of course. And then the only comment on Reddit, one of 2 or 3 comments, one of them was like, I don't care for Nick Flanagan. The whole thing where you tell intentionally poor jokes in order to get laughs.
And that was your mother.
That's right. Probably.
Okay, so this is the end of the
She's a widow.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
So this is the end of the show. This is the questionnaire. What do you usually eat for breakfast?
Some nuts.
Is that true?
Some fruit. Blueberries.
Yeah.
Chopped. You're really worried about the length of this. I can already tell.
No, I'm not. I just you just said some nuts.
I'll get some.
I don't know anyone who just has some nuts
I'll put some almonds
for breakfast.
in a bowl. I'll put some almonds in a bowl. I'll put cacao powder on it. I'll put turmeric on it. Turmeric. And I'll put turmeric. And I'll put cinnamon on it. And then I'll put blueberries in there and chop up kiwi or mango, one or the other. Put that in there. Maybe chop up some ginger. Put that in there. And then put like kefir or yogurt. Yeah. On it.
You could have just said yogurt and fruit and nuts. No, that was good. Thank you for the detail. Turmeric's good for your inflammation.
Yeah. But they say inflammation.
So they say.
Yeah.
But I've tried all kinds of turmeric and I'm still inflamed as hell.
Do you have a lot of inflames?
I don't even know what it means. Is it when your body hurts?
Yeah, but it's also like a lot of the problems that you have already in your body, like if you have like arthritis or something.
I know, but you hear about it. It's like this magic word.
Well, because inflammation's bad if you already have a problem.
I hear that it's bad in general, but I don't know what it is or what it feels like.
I always thought it was like swelling. You know?
Right.
Look it up.
People just say like this, it's this thing that's you just know is bad, but I don't know if I have it or not.
It's like an RFK adjacent.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had it.
Word. Like he would, he'd say like, oh, did you know that like the vaccines cause inflammation?
Right. And I feel like I have it.
Yeah.
Like I wake up, my body hurts. That's probably inflammation.
Yeah.
Do you what's your biggest fear?
Maybe hurting all of my friends at the same time physically. No, wait, that's funny. But also, I mean, it's literally funny. It's like a pratfall, it's like slapstick. If that happened, I hurt all my friends at the same time physically. It's like
are they all lined up like dominoes?
Yeah, it's like little rascals kind of thing. No, my biggest fear would probably be, and it's happened before, but man, when they really hate you doing comedy. That's not good. But that's kind of fun if they really hate you.
So you're living your biggest fear
all the time,
fairly
nightly.
Often. Yeah.
It would probably be someone on one of your podcasts said being misunderstood.
I think I posed that as a scary thing.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like kind of causing hurt that was totally unintentional, and being unable to convince anybody that it was not intended.
Okay, very succinct answer. Thank you. Do you currently hate someone that you know or have known?
Hate is such a strong word.
So is the answer no?
Hang on. Do I hate anyone I know or have known? I'm going to say no.
Okay. What's something you like about yourself?
I like that I try to be nice to strangers on the street.
That's a good one.
Unless they're doing something that upsets me, and then all bets are off.
Like trying to take their e-bike battery back from you.
Yeah, if they do that, they're on the list.
What's something you don't like about yourself?
Probably just like self-doubt. An amount of self-doubt that is having to constantly deal with an amount of self-doubt that is so overwhelming that it literally feels like it delays every step of my life.
Yeah, I hate that about you too.
Yeah. No, I saw you relating. You hate that about
I do.
You.
That is the worst. I agree. I agree. It's useless.
Yeah.
And it's annoying.
And it's so believable. That's the worst part.
And it's believable.
Negative self-talk.
What Do you think about people?
Oh, I like people. I think people are a lot of time fundamentally pretty good.
Nice. Is there a point to any of this?
Your show? No.
How many mistakes are you allowed to make?
10 a day.
Good answer.
Yeah.
And that's the show, folks. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next week. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Tom.
Wow, 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 wow.